I definitely knew after we made this that Logic would definitely like this, but I didn't think he'll go the direction that he went on it. I was making this on some like, hey, let's go, like, but it still has that vibe, but he's saying like really, really awesome, important stuff on it too, which is like, for me, it's great. It's like the best of both worlds. And you know, this is one of my favorites on the album for sure.
Take it back, take it way back, take it way, way back to the first black man. Long ago before the white man could paint the black man with a gun in his hand. Take it back, take it way back, take it way, way back to the first white man. At the very moment when he looked around and said, fuck it, I'ma steal this land.
I literally met Logic probably 2-3 weeks after I started making beats, yo. On U Street in DC, they would have these beat battles. It was a 1-year anniversary when they started doing it, and I won that beat battle. And what's so crazy about it too is that they had local rappers open up for the beat battle. Like that's kind of how poppin' it was like at the time. I remember seeing him, I was like, man, this dude is tight. And he hit me up on Twitter. I was like, yo, heard you killed it, let's link up, whatever. We did like 2 records, 3 records that first day. And he was like, man, like when I get on, like I'm about to bring you on. Like for some reason, man, he saw that he fucks with the vision or something. And you know, now here we are, you know. So Take It Back, I think the first thing I started off is with these drums, you know. As you can see in the mixer, there's literally nothing on it. I like to keep my kicks dry, just, you know, because sometimes if you put compression on it, it kind of loses that edge. So I just keep it super dry, you know, just making sure it's knocking. Super simple snare, and I like my snares punchy too. Don't really like use claps that much. I just like snares super punchy. And then even on this, nothing on it, like literally nothing on it, just super dry. But then the cool thing is the hi-hats, if the kick isn't playing, it's just normal hi-hats. I put this thing called the Fruity Standard FL Studio Fruity Peak Controller. And make sure you unmute it too. And then put that on the kick. And then you put your hi-hats, right-click the level on the mixer, and then you can link it to the controller, meaning link it to the kick drum. So you like literally loop the hi-hat to the same plugin as the kick drum. And then what's really cool is that you invert it, meaning the volume goes to 0 when the kick happens on the hi-hats. And then you accept that, and then if you hear it, you can even look at the mixer, like super simple. And then, you know, with the snare, kind of gave it a dope little bounce. And I love putting my hi-hats to the right on the grid, meaning they're not perfectly quantized on beat. Because sometimes when the hi-hat is too on beat, it sounds too, you know, robotic. So, you know, I got a little space on it, a little breath, like you can even see if I open it up. You know, got a little room on there at the end. That kind of makes it sit on the kick a little harder too. Sometimes I notice if the hi-hat is too on point, it makes the kick sound kind of whack. So if you slide to the right a little bit, it'll sit nice on the kick. And then open hi-hat. Oh, I actually pitched this down for 400 cents, which is 400 semitones. I can play it like normally. It's kind of higher up and it's longer. But what I did is shortened it and pitched it down. And then, so the next day, I had these, went to the studio with my man, Bobby Campbell. Shout out Bobby. He helped me co-produce this record, Take It Back. We were just going through sounds, and then he had this one crazy loop. And it fades out, and like, that's kind of what we had. And I was like, man, I made these drums yesterday. So I just like I chopped it up, I pitched it down. It kind of went to like, slow it down a little bit, and like pitched it down like I think like a semitone, and kind of gave it more of like a raw feel as opposed to the higher one, kind of faster. So I had these, right, and then with these drums, I was like, okay, this kind of has a nice little bounce to it, you know. Still pretty simple. Let me add this. I think I'll play that vocal kind of sets it off the way like Logic was rapping on it. It kind of answered what he was saying.
Everybody wanna tell me what I am not. You ain't black, you a motherfucking white boy. Shut your mouth, do a right boy. Hi boy, man, why you such a hype boy?
This is my favorite part when I did the 808s, man. Super simple, but I like distorting my 808s too, just to kind of make it sound a little different, you know. Super sawy. And then what's cool about this too in FL, man, you can put this thing called portamento or like glide. It can make it sound like it's gliding almost. Just at the very end, you know? And then once I added that. And honestly, man, this beat took me like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, man. You know, there's brilliance in simplicity, you know? You can always add a lot of stuff to a beat. But I think like, if you make every sound super important to the beat, you don't need to add like a lot of stuff. Like if you take out one of these sounds, the beat isn't the same. So I think that's kind of where I like to, everything is important to this, you know what I'm saying? Man, I get so excited when I get to go see a show because I love, first of all, seeing like the crowd love and react and appreciate something that I just made, you know, by myself in my room, like hoping people would like, and going to the shows and like when they hear it, they're singing every word. It's amazing, man. I feel so blessed and grateful I get to experience that. But it's also, it's amazing. And then second of all, it's a learning experience for me too, because I'll be trying to enjoy myself. I'll be in like the front of house. I'll be like trying to enjoy myself, but in my head I'm like, man, this snare isn't popping right now. I gotta pan these hi-hats better, you know? So like, it always keeps me pushing too, you know? Cause I'll hear other people's beats on the same system and I'm like, damn, these beats go harder than my shit. Like, so I'm like going back to the lab. So it's inspiring too, super inspiring. I love it.